I've got to be honest with you. I've been doing this with you off and on for about 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
When I do this class, and I've talked to several other students, they'll say the same thing. It's the best part of their week. When they start their day doing this, they're wondering what they're doing for the 2 days that it's not going on, because they feel that much better and they're that productive during that day.
Yeah.
With that understanding in that transition, what is it that you get most out of being a coach, and with regards to your not only self-development but from your students as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, what do I get out of being a coach, or what is the biggest thing I get out of being a coach? I would have to say the fulfillment I get from showing somebody that they are stronger and more resilient than they originally thought is probably the highlight of my day. Like, no matter what I'm going through in my life, when I can help somebody overcome an exercise or a workout, and they end the workout feeling good, feeling stronger, feeling confident, that brings me this little fulfillment that keeps me coming back day in and day out. I would say that is definitely the highlight. But overall, watching the people that train with me for long periods of time, watching them transform, there's no better reward for being a coach than watching your students, your pupils transform in front of your eyes. You know what I mean? Like, that is, it's humbling, it's very rewarding, and if that alone was the price, I would still do this, you know what I mean? And when they transform and when they evolve and when they progress in their lives, it does nothing but make me a better coach, because just like the coaches that came before me, Danny Spain and Troy Lyons-Lee, they trained me to be a peer. You know what I mean? They put so much of themselves into the coaching that it helped me get to their level, so that at one point we became training partners. And that's kind of the same mentality I bring here, where Monday, Wednesday I'm coaching the class, but Friday we're all training together, because as they grow, now I gotta chase them. You know what I mean? And so in their development, they're helping me develop myself, and they keep me in check, right? Because even, in my leadership style, I don't do everything right, I don't do everything perfect, but when they start to become leaders of their own, and then they really start to become vocal in the class, now I'm seeing a better way to address things. Now I'm seeing a better way to handle things in the way that they do it. So, even in leadership style, I have a lot to learn, and I'm seeing it in their growth, if that makes sense.
Thanks, Coach. Let me ask you, I've noticed over time consistently growing numbers with your class. And how do you feel performance basis and consistency has been going? Where do you feel like your military background with the Army Rangers plugs into all of this, and the difference that the difference that your class is versus other classes?
Mm-hmm. So, when I think about the class and the way that it's been growing, most of the people who show up now have been consistently showing up for the past couple years. You'll see some of them have been here 5 years, 4 years, 3 years. But just the camaraderie that we have built, and really the environment that we've established here, with having to high-five each other when you walk past each other, the different team workouts that you do where you have to work with different people and really get to know them and really depend on them for at least an hour a day. I think it has a big impact in just the culture that we've built here at Easy Work. And the way my military background has influenced that is, that's kind of like going through basic training. That's going through, the different courses, the different training that you get in the military. It's rooted in camaraderie. It's rooted in, caring about the person to your left and right, and making sure that, not only do you get home, but they, arrive home safe to their family. So, really just bringing that element about, sacrificing for one another for a greater cause, bringing that to this environment, this, gym environment, and establishing the culture of selflessness, I think has allowed Easy Work to grow, but also maintain the people that do show up and be very inviting to any new people that may trickle in here or there, and the people that don't stick around, it's for various reasons, whether they, move, or the time doesn't work, or, for some of them, the last couple episodes, we've had a couple of new people. And if you're coming fresh off the couch, this is a tough class to be introduced to, but if you can stick around here, it's a very inspiring environment, and it can only help you grow in other elements of your life.
If you don't mind me asking, Coach, I'd love to find out how long you've been doing this, and what it was like, what your experience as learning to be a coach coming from a Special Forces Army Rangers background into being a personal development coach. Can you tell me a little bit about the tenure, how the class has changed, things like that along the timeline?
Absolutely. So, and that's a really good question. I appreciate that question. So the Rangers produce the leaders of the Army. And so if you ever attend Ranger School, it's a leadership school, which is why Navy SEALs go there, Marines go there, the different branches of the military send their leaders there because it's the premier leadership school of the military. My time in the military really prepared me for leading people, you know what I mean? And I've been leading people since I was 23 years old and earned the rank of sergeant in the military. Really, when I earned the rank of corporal in the military, I've been leading people overseas, fighting terrorist organizations. So, bringing those same values and those same core components of leadership to my personal training has been key in separating this workout class from any other workout class. Is we take it serious, and we take it serious between those hours that we're training. But I treat it like it's life or death, because at one point in my life it was life or death. So, the music, and the reason why we play it so loud is it's another obstacle, right? It's like the music is loud because you're working on a team, and so it just introduces another element of chaos to where you have to communicate over the music. You have to think about yourself over the music. You got to think about your teammates over the music. So I love loud music because it's another obstacle in a way, but also too, it sets the tone. You get the right song with the right beats per minute, the bass knocking at a certain pressure. It could really set the tone and help you or a team push through a workout. So the unique thing about this class is every day somebody different is the DJ. So I asked the class to come up with their own playlist or play the music that you would work out to, or you run to, or that you listen to. Play that music when it's your day to get on the aux cord and hook up to the speaker. And that way you offer a little bit of yourself to class. You kind of let the class into your world a little bit, so we get to know you a little bit better, but also it switches up the vibe a little bit, because if you look at the different if you look at the different people in the class, we all come from different areas. And so what's on Lizzie's playlist may not be on Patrick's playlist, and what's on Chuk's playlist may not be what's on Tracy's playlist, and you know, and it goes on from there. So I like to have the people play their own playlists on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then on Friday we play my playlist.
Thanks, Coach.